welcome back. It's Zion from Uke on Demand. And this week, in honor of my mom, and for Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, we're going over a song I've heard pretty much my entire life, John Cruz's Island Style. We have two arrangements available, a low G and a high G version. In this video, we're going to go over the first part of the song, but you can get the rest of the tutorial and all the tabs over at ukeondemand.com. So let's get started.
Slowly, that beginning will go like this. So that beginning section right there. And you're going to start off by picking the E string, the open E, twice. Then index finger to the first fret of the E. And then to the third fret. And if you want, this is also, you can convert that to a slide, so you can go, or you can pick it individually. It's up to you. After that section though, your index is at the third fret of the E string, and now you're just going to leave it there, but reach the pinky to the 7th fret of the A, and we're going to pick that once. And then the shape we have here, the open C, 3rd fret E, and 7th fret A, we're going to leave it there and just pick those 3 strings in succession. And then one more time. From there, we're going to slide our index finger to the 5th fret of the C now, and middle finger on the 5th fret of the A. We're going to pick that 5th fret of C, 5th fret of A twice, 5th fret C again, 5th fret A, and then here is where I'll show you the difference between the low G and the high G arrangement. They're basically the same. There's only a couple spots where they're a touch different. So since I'll start off with the low G because that's what I happen to be tuned in. And after that part, we would slide our index finger and do a little mini bar on the 7th fret. And you would pick the 7th fret of the C, and 7th fret of E, and then the 8th fret of E. And so that's what it shows on the screen. Now, if you were in a high G, you could do that as well, or a second option after you pick that last 5th fret of A is to hit the your open G, because it will be an octave higher than mine. And then, so that open G string, and then pick the 2nd fret of A and 3rd fret of A. And we have that set of tabs available at ukeondemand.com. Whichever one you choose to do, after that we're going to come down to the bottom of the fretboard and pick the 2nd fret of the C string, open E, 3rd fret E, and moving into the next bar, a C chord. So going back to the first bar, playing it very slowly together. And that concludes the fingerstyle intro. Now we get to move into the actual lyric section of the song. And we're going to start off by coming back up to the 7th fret of A. And this section will sound like this. So to play the rest of this bar out, we're going to, again, 7th fret of A to 5th fret, and come down into an F chord. Now this will look a touch different than your standard F. We're going to do our basic F shape, which is the 2nd fret of G and 1st fret of the E, but you're also going to add your ring finger to the 3rd fret of A. If it's more comfortable, you can add your pinky instead. But either way, it's 2nd, open, 1st, and 3rd. After that, we strum it once. We're going to remove the ring finger and just strum a normal F chord. Before we move on, you might notice when this repeats again in the latter half of the song, I added some notes in between that first strum and that F chord. And you can do that here as well as you like, but if you want to hear those, that will be in our part 2 tutorial over at ukondemand.com. So after that F chord, we're going to pick that C string and then the E string. We still have our F chord shape here. And that'll carry us through to the next measure. Then put the ring finger back on. We still have our F chord shape here. We're going to pick the 3rd fret of A 3 times. And now we're going to strum this chord again, so that F with the 3rd fret of A. Lift off, pick open A. And then from here, we're going to go into a C5, which is just open G, open C, and ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E. And so putting those first few notes we've learned in the 2nd bar slowly together will sound like this.
And that's how to play the first part of Island Style. To get the rest of the tutorial and all the tabs, head over to ukondemand.com and subscribe below so you don't miss our upcoming fingerstyle tutorials. We'll see you next time.